This is Mark Smith with Fuji Bicycles. I'm the product manager here at the 2009 Las Vegas Bicycle Trade Show. Here to introduce one of our newest entries into the track market. It's called the Track Elite. It's available only as a frame set, but it is the ultimate sprint track bike available on the market. It's the Track Elite. It's a C7 carbon frame. It's got all the bells and whistles that you're looking for in a frame. Stiffness, the right geometry. It has a raised 45 millimeter bottom bracket height for that higher banking. It has a fork offset of 30 millimeters, so a real steep front end for quick twitchy turning. It has the IST seat tube. It's an integrated seat mast system with an overpost that is also made of carbon. It's a PGC carbon top cap with a 25 millimeter offset in the saddle positioning. At the rear, it gets your track stainless steel replacement dropouts. This bike is only available again as a frame sets, and it should be in your stores come end of the year. Here we are with the Signature Series D6 by our pro athlete Matt Steeman Reed. He's been tearing up the course on all these short track triathlon events on this bike. This bike came out last year. It's a C7 advanced high modulus carbon frame with a monocoque structure in the front. That means your front triangle is molded in one piece, then the bonded of the seat stay and chain stay takes on a separate configuration. The bike is agile, it's stiff, it's aero. Aero is the most important thing we focused on with this bike. We wanted to create one of the best bikes in the wind tunnel with low coefficient of drag, especially at different yaw angles of the wind. Up front, we have some unique features where we tried to take as much wind resistance out of the equation by moving the brakes that are normally in the front of the brake. We tucked it around the back. But to do that, we had to create a unique system to run the cables. The cables are run through the top of through the top of the steer tube of the fork, right down the steer and in through the left leg. The right leg. It comes out at the end through a cable port, and it's a full housing throughout the line. Next, we went to the back of the frame and did the exact same thing. We tucked the brake into a unique cavity. Instead of other companies that normally put the brake under this chainstay to hide it, but it normally gets a lot of grit and dirt built up when you ride that bike in that position. We wanted to keep it in a nice clean system so your brake performance remains consistent throughout your ride. In there, we had to create some unique eyelets in the frame so you have adjustable access to the brake pads so you can adjust the pads to set up your rear brake. As we move to the back, it's your horizontal dropouts, which is one of the best and simplest way to have the rear wheel moved in closer to the seat tube, again, reducing the amount of drag in the frame. We have an integrated seat mast that is not a full mast, it has an overpost. The post is available in two sizes, long and short. Here we have our flagship cyclocross bike for the season. It's our 2010 Cross RC. This frame is built on the A6 material. Again, it's our quaternary phased alloy. It's a 4-stage process for the butt-in process. One of the things we wanted to pay close attention on this frame was the handling of the bike, not only on the bike, but when you get off the bike and you have to straddle it onto your shoulders. To do that, we created this unique flattened top tube on the underside, perfect for shouldering the bike. Easy on and off exit, but we wanted to maintain some rigidity in the front end. So we oversized it as it headed to the head tube structure. From there, we built in a head tube that is oversized. It's an 1.8" upper, 1.25" lower as it heads to the fork, and the fork is an oversized fork. One of the unique things about the fork, by going to this oversized feature and this delineated shape as it heads to dropout, it helps to eliminate a lot of front end chatter when you're on the brakes. Noticeably, we've had 3 pros on the bike so far, and they have all reported that chatter has been totally eliminated on this bike. So it's one of the cool things we're looking forward to seeing out there. Here we are with the SL1 Group for the year. We've had this bike in the line for 3 years now as a single standalone model at the top of the game. We've now created a whole family of SL1s. We now have 4 models in the line. We have the top one being the SL1 RC. Then there's an SL1 Pro, which is new for this year. So this is the SL1 RC at the top. The Pro is new. What we did, we took the same molds that we created this frame from and went to a lower grade of carbon fiber to create the Pro. It has a unique finish in the Pro. It's a marble weave finish, which is really nice. It looks like it has some lines in there. But basically the goal was to create a lower price one, but to keep the ride quality the same. Features in this frame, it uses continuous fiber technology, CFT, to create the frame. It's a monocoque system, so your front triangle is produced in one mold, then the seat stay, chain stay is bonded separately. This fork is a super light, FC330 fork. It's a one-piece carbon monocoque fork. So it's carbon from the dropout all the way up to the steer tube. This model is available in two specifications, one with Shimano Dura-Ace and one with SRAM Red. Cockpits are the same on both. It's the Ritchie WCS, and it gets a new saddle for us from Pro Logo. It's the C150. As we move down to the Pro and the other models, we also reduce the spec. Spec on the new Pro is available in SRAM Force, the new SRAM Force, and also the new Shimano Ultegra. This is going to be the bike that we focus all of our attention on. It's the sexiest bike at the show, arguably. It's the SST 1.0 with sleek lines, smooth curves, elegant, but under all this elegance is a super stiff animal. This bike was designed around Ivan Dominguez, one of our pro athletes that we've been sponsoring for many years. We co-developed the product with him, given input from his riding performance and his riding style. He needed something light and stiff. With that, we went to the drawing board with this bike. It's a uniquely designed frame which uses a combination of tube-to-tube technology and monocoque design. Here we have our C7 level frame. It's a C10 advanced carbon fiber with unique features. Some you can see right away from the outside, some are internal. When we talk about internal, we have that rib structure membrane we talked about earlier on the SL1. It's a continuous rib in the down tube that is built in to handle all the lateral forces of the frame in the pedaling and also in the sprinting up front in the head tube. In the head tube, we went to a super oversized 1 1/8 upper, 1.5 inch lower. But as we go through the fork, we take some of those same features of the down tube and meld it into the fork. Here we also have, unique for us and for most, rib technology also in the fork legs. Again, doing the same thing, handling the lateral stiffness in the fork when you're out of the saddle sprinting to the line. This fork is carbon from the tip all the way to the steer tube. The dropouts are also made from carbon. As we move towards the back, we have this new Preston integrated BB system. Some companies call it BB86, some companies call it BB90. It is the Shimano system where the bearings just press into the bottom bracket of the frame and you can run any two-piece crank. All two-piece cranks will work with this from Campanolo, from Shimano, SRAM, Truvative, and FSA. At the back we have our unique ETC, Energy Transfer Chainstay. It's a laterally stiff system on the drive side where most of the torque forces run from the drive side of the frame. We have an asymmetric on the non-drive side, so it's flattened to help transfer the loads from the drive side through the non-drive side, more quickly helping to dissipate the power of the bike, of the transfer of power from one side to the next. The stays have this unique flattened portion at the yoke to help with some compliance in the rear end for bump absorption. And then we have this unique arrow-shaped seat tube. That's an IST system. It's an integrated seat tube design with a custom clamp, Ritchie clamp, that offers you 25 millimeters of offset to the rear and also adjustability forward. So if you ever wanted to add on some TT short bars on this to do some mini time trials, you can do that with this frame. The complete bike as it is stocked, you can notice here we have these flashy brand new Reynolds Razor wheels on here, which are the lightest things at this show. They do not come stock with it. The stock bike comes with the Mavic Caserium SL. The stock bike weighs 14.82 pounds. The frame weight is 1,040 grams with the integrated mass before it is cut. Unpainted, 985. So it's super light, even despite its large tubes, and it's super stiff. It's roughly 30% stiffer than the previous Team Series, and 10% lighter. That's it. Coming to your stores early spring. This is the bike. If you want to be on the stage, if you want to be on the podium, if you want to have your hands held high, this is the bike you need. SST 1.0. 3 models available from Shimano Dura-Ace all the way down to 105. I want to thank the guys at mtvr.com. The reviews have been great. They've been supporting us for many years, and they've supported the industry to get the word out to you, the public, for what you need to know about bikes and racing for the future. MTBR, keep up the good work.